What is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today I'm finally live streaming the political process. I know you guys have actually been waiting for me to actually do some sort of political process live streams, and I do apologize for the just kind of like, I'm trying to find a good balance between the power and revolution and then the political process, because I have two separate communities. So basically today we are actually going to be playing out of Ohio. So we're going to play something. Ted Barlow seems cool. Did your stream crash? No, it did not. It actually, mostly it was on normal latency, and then I wanted it to be low latency, so that's why it kind of got a little weird. But let's okay, now my concurrent viewers is showing correctly. Alright, so we are going to be playing 20-year-old Ted Barlow. And I guess we're going to go ahead and be a Democrat, because that's actually what I was told earlier. So we're going to go with both fiscally and socially liberal. Conservative, we could probably make a little bit more conservative. I'm going to check on the policies whenever we actually get through to do you support a flat tax? No, I do not. See, that's what I was thinking. If we're going to be coming out of Cincinnati, then it'd probably be a little bit easier if we actually did a Democrat. But if there is a little bit more of a challenge, it's always a Republican. See, I thought is Ohio more of a Republican or Democratic state? Because it's not Republican, it's gonna be hoof. I actually did not know that about Ohio in the political process. Let's go ahead, let's do some savings. I'm gonna go ahead and give him $1.5 million. We're gonna start it off a little easy. Yeah, that's gonna be $1.5 million. He always picks Democrats because it's easy. Yeah, see, I strategize. I'm just trying to get the what do you call it? Easy stuff done, just so I can show off the game. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. Alright, so I think we're gonna go ahead and do this. So I may be surprised by Ohio, so this is going to be one sort of weird gameplay where I'm like, holy crap, this is not what is crap, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and do conservatively fiscal. We're going to be a conservative fiscally and then liberal socially. Usually sometimes that actually works out in the end. We're going to go ahead and check on this. We're going to be Mr. Barlow from the state of Ohio. Ohio is more a swing state, but it turns red at times. At times or all the time. That's what you got to figure out. Alright, we're going to be going out of the state of Ohio. We're probably going to be coming out of Hamilton County. Franklin County, got a Erie County, so we got Sandusky right there. We also got Toledo somewhere around here. I think it's Toledo's right here. No, Toledo's right here. Toledo, Ohio is what I say. Alright, so what I was actually going to be doing, we're actually going to be playing out of Hamilton County. Basically, this is going to be 51 Democrat, 44 Republican, 5 Independent, 804,000 people, 18% poverty rate, and we're going to go ahead and do that. And then, just so I can actually say this right, Cincinnati. Oh, that is wrong. So you could actually tell I was not paying attention to that. That's funny. Okay, let's make sure Cincinnati's spelled correctly. We're going to be playing this on normal. Definitely not going to be running for president on this difficulty. It is in Lucas or Ottawa County. Okay, Toledo's over in that side then. I was looking at the correct side. And Congressional District 2. Congressional District 1. So it's actually, Congressional District 1 is going to be a little more competitive since we are a Democrat. So, yeah, caps lock always sucks. It's kind of funny. Let's go ahead and set Congressional District 1 as our seats, and then State Senate District, State House District. If you guys know anything about this county, I really do like it whenever you give me specific districts. such as state senate and state house. 2015. I'm going to change a couple of options. We're going to go ahead and start off in the year 2000. And the population around that time was 284.7 million. Okay. 284,761,789. That is going to be good. PTK, welcome to the live stream. I haven't seen you in a while, back here in a while. Let's go ahead and hit apply before I continue. Always screw that one up. Good morning. How are we doing today? I am doing great. Everyone that is watching right now, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. All right, looks like we're going to be out of State House District 29, State Senate District 8, and then Congressional District 1. So that is going to be our district for today. Vanessa Shields, automatically going to go ahead and pick you as my chief of staff. And let's see what's going on. Go ahead and contact all organizations. We're going to do that. So we have a couple of seats we can run through since we are starting in the year 2000. We're going to have state representative, state senator, U.S. representative, and then U.S. senator. Now, running for U.S. Senate is going to be a little bit more difficult than most would seem. So if I actually ran for U.S. House representative, that would be a little more. The more you give, the more TPP he can play. See? Right there. I have incentives to play Power and Revolution. I do not have incentives to play the political process. State representative. Sorry. So I'm going to be going off of the chat most of these. Damien, thank you so much. That actually, I didn't expect you would do that, but thank you so much. But should I run for state representative? I'm leaning on state representative, actually. Let's go ahead and look at our district. School board is Democratic. City council is Democratic. The city is Democratic. Mayor of Cincinnati. So we have a suggestion for mayor of Cincinnati, or we can run for a state level or federal position. So should I go for city or should I go for state? So that is what I want to know. Alright, U.S. reppers, so should I... See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Go for the House of Representatives, we have a suggestion for that one. Alright, should I go city, or should I go state or federal? For those just now joining, that is what I'm trying to figure out. Chris the Best, thank you so much for that comment, I like that. State, in my opinion. Damien and AMN will make PG a billionaire. Yes, please. Okay, we got city, we got states. We got the guy from Cincinnati, Mr. Michael, in the chat over there. He's from Cincinnati. Alright. Looks like we're going to be going state. I'm going to go ahead and go for state representative. That's what we are going to run for. State representative. And Justin Crowley, let's go ahead and pick you. Economic, let's go ahead and go off of economic tickets. And then poverty. Since we are a Democrat, I'm not really running in a Republican district, but it's more in that if you want to do a realistic kind of run, start low and build your way up. See, I always do that. That's usually what I'm usually having to do. Let's go ahead and do infrastructure, I guess. And let's go to finance, donate personal funds. Let's go ahead and give myself $800,000. It's almost half of the money that I have. And let's go to policy, marketing. Okay, let's get some door knocking out of the way. Democrats automatically like me. We actually got some Republican approval coming up. Do we usually have... Let's do marketing, radio, internet. The more people will like me, more people see me. All right, that's enough right there. Those avatars look creepy and angry. Yeah, see? Is taxation theft? Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. You do not have. I do not give you consent to go through my taxes. That is not what I gave you permission to do. I told you that you could audit me, but I told you that you could not take my taxes away from me. Let's go ahead and do some voter intention polls. Ted Barlow, Marty Lehman, I guess. Okay, the more interviews we actually do, the more we get enthusiasm up, so effect on public opinion is changing all the way through, which is what we need. The more we just keep that up, the more people will just kind of look at us and go, yeah, he's cool. PG is a tax evader confirmed. Yes, sir. What are you running for? State House Representative. We're going to be running for that. We have a Republican incumbent in this position. So we're probably, if we can, in this, we're going to be unseating a Republican. We need to get Republican enthusiasm up to 60%. If we can get that, then we'll probably win this election. But the more enthused we actually get Democrats, we're probably gonna be able to get a handle on it. We got, what, 72%? 58% on the Republican side. That's awesome. So we literally ran just by doing those interviews. Let's see if we win. Damn it. Oh, come on. District 29 State House primary results. We lose by 300 votes. That's great. That is great. Oh, man. Oh, man. I want to see the chat reaction to that. Yikes. Wise man, he puts money in Swiss bank account. Do I? You sound like someone out of Tropico. Bruh. Hashtag bruh. Everyone in the chat right now, please. Oh, man, that was hilarious. 2000 general election. Who we got for president? We got Ardeen Abadi and Christopher Harville. Russian hackers confirmed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Russian hackers in the year 2000. All right, we are now jobless. We're going to be drawing off of unemployment for the next couple of years. Marty won't win. Do you want to watch the presidential election? No, but we do want to figure out who won. Did our Democratic colleague unseat that incumbent? Let's go to elections. State's House. Nope, she lost. But wow, by like 30 points. Yikes, that is a yikes. Big yikes. Marty Lehman. See? Two black guys run for something and see what happens. This is racism. Just kidding. All right. States. Should we move states already? Like, is that an option? Do we have local elections in the year 2001? Do we? Nope. We got all we got to look forward to now is 9/11, and that's not something I want to look for. Let's make a history by commenting. Yes. Swallow your pride and play it on easy. Oh man, that's funny. We're making PG the only decent candidate lose. Yes, sir. See, what week is September 11th on? Like, that's, oh man. Can we dodge 9/11? Is that something? See, the more I go toward the next turn, like, the worse it's gonna be. Like, I'm kind of afraid. And boom, probably around there. All we got to look forward to is 9/11 PG 2020. Oh man. All right, looks like AMN is up in here. AMN. Everyone say hashtag AMN. Just skip weeks until the midterms. Yes, I guess. All right, my 9/11 just happened. 60% approval. 99,000 people know who I am, I guess. All right, should we go for should we go for governor? Since we're known, we could actually go for the governor's seats. Should we just be like one of those candidates that literally just runs and loses in every other election until he like actually wins for some reason? where everyone's just like, wow, he's actually kind of a good candidate. Should we just swallow our pride now and go for governor on normal difficulty? See, actually, that's what I just realized. Crap. I don't have the money to really run for a governor's position right now. $2,997 people are alive. PG for governor. PG for governor? Hell yeah. Let's go for governor. Maybe I can withdraw before the next filing deadline. Alright, let's go ahead and actually make a promise to reduce that sales tax. Let's promise universal preschool. And let's reduce poverty. It's going to be our governor's ticket. Let's go ahead and... Wow, we're already losing Republicans right there. Let's go internet ads. Let's put 150,000 into that. Got a lot of people to like me. $78,000 already in our bank account. Oh man. Minimum wage. Let's 50,000. Got the Republican. What is our voter intention poll? Ted Barlow, 30 to 70. That's only because people don't know who I am. Hey, AMN, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. Rallies, let's go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and already max out our staff since we already have the $18,000 to max out our staff. And let's run on that. So we're going to get a lot of things that we can actually do. Let's do 50 hours. 1,000 people know who I am. You're on the way to becoming a millionaire. AMN PG money laundering plot confirmed. Yes. AMN, when are we gonna make you like the prime person on this channel? Teacher salaries actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna promise universal preschool. That actually got Republican support. Nice. AMN, are you using any cheats? Yes, you can use cheats in real life, sir. We got Sandra Day O'Connor. Sandra Day O'Connor. Damien, thank you so much. Oh my god, stop spoiling me right now. This is like, health, Medicaid expansion. Can people like that? Let's do $100,000 into that. Republicans like it. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and change that if we haven't. Do we support it? Yeah, we actually do. Since the Republicans actually really don't like that, could we actually do that? But the money laundering plot thickens. Didn't we say military analysis with John Bolton? Yeah. CHF is Swiss. Yeah, that is actually Swiss francs. Swiss francs is where it's at. Rallies, let's do that. Marketing, let's do $200,000. I know how to hide the money. Jesus Christ. See, hey, if you wanna, hell yeah. How about people just start sending me Bitcoin? Hey, you wanna send me large amounts of money? I got a Bitcoin account. You wanna send me some Bitcoin? Oh man, someone's gonna look at this stream in like 20 days and go like, what the hell? This is not what I asked for whenever I clicked on a political process video. Economic growth, let's go ahead and increase that. People actually like that a little bit, but probably because my policies aren't the best. Let's do $300,000. Dumb John Bolton. Yes, sir. John Bolton is not allowed in this live stream. Ted Barlow, it's actually kind of getting a little bit closer into Democratic primaries, so we're going to go ahead and get our turnout to 10,000 people. And then let's go to opponents. Let's go to Sandra Day. Sandra Day is probably the... automatically, like, see, I don't know why this is even an option, because it's kind of funny whenever these characters, like, don't like it. and they just sit there and say Social Security is unnecessary. Come on, you're like the next front runner, and you want to pull that crap. Like, is that where we're at? Come on, TACAD, poverty, Social Security, Sandra Day O'Connor. Sandra Day O'Connor, why would you do this? Like, that's just hilarious. Minimum wage, just go ahead and do a little bit on that $231,000 over there. And let's do one last thing. Let's say that we, as a campaign, like Social Security, and let's go to the next day. We're probably going to lose this election. Ted Barlow, Raphael Larson. I was looking at the wrong guy. And I'll lose that election again. 871,000 votes to 835,000 votes. Actually, for the state of Ohio, since I actually got that position, we still lost. Oof. Still lost by a lot of votes. It's still 871,000 people that did not vote for me. So that's the unfortunate part. Switzerland constantly invades Liechtenstein. I want to lecture you. What do you think about Joe Biden saying he would stop the stock market? I don't. This game can be uber frustrating at times. Yes, sir, it can. Why do you think I never play it? And another reason why I've kinda, if you've noticed that my what do you call it? The postings of the political process have slowed down is because, like, I mean, playing two repetitive games where, like, you kind of, like, play it and then you have a community behind it that wants to see that, but then, like, this game never gets any updates and then there's no new legislation. Like, it gets extremely repetitive to a point where, I mean, like, sometimes you don't want to play it. Like, and sometimes it gets like that with Power and Revolution, but Power and Revolution, for some reason, there's a lot of replayability to it. This game goes on for so long before you're just like, you're just basically skipping until the next election. Like, the elections are the only interesting thing in this game right now. And so that's something that sucks whenever you have a big enough community behind it, where you want this game to be developed, but then you also loathe the years between elections. Like, it kind of sucks. I was actually attacking the wrong person, so it's actually kind of funny. My stupidity goes on a lot. Let's go ahead and run for mayor. Go reduce city property taxes. That's going to be one thing. We're going to reduce poverty, and we're going to reduce crime. It's going to be our ticket. Let's go ahead and attend the city. And what's our money situation? We're going to do that. Got a little bit more that we can actually do. Schedule interviews. Wow, thank you so much, PTK. PTK finally does something of use and contributes to the Superior Dakota Fund. If you actually are in terms of the Superior Dakota is the best Dakota. Are there any political simulators you think are worth trying? PG will become a billionaire. Yes, sir. Everyone just come on. I'm going to redistribute this, like, whenever I become big, like big, like 27,000 subscribers or something like that. 270,000, whatever the hell I said the other day. See, what I probably need to do is I need to get something else other than YouTube super chats, because I'm only seeing like 40% of what you guys are sending me, and it sucks. Oh, speaking of the 2020 edition of Power and Revolution, if you are an avid watcher of my Power and Revolution content, and by the way, I'm going to go ahead and make another, the United States. I'm going to make that soon. But I did get an email from Louis Marie Verquez, and I'm gonna make a new video, I think, after this. But I did get an email from Louis Marie Riquez, and he told me about the things that are going on. Oh my god, we got another Long Live Superior Dakota. Jesus Christ, you guys are just spoiling me at this point. Um, basically, 2020 is probably going to turn into the 2021 edition. That's all I can tell you. Until I make this next video, basically, the way I see it, 2020 is 2021. They're probably going to rebrand it as 2020. 2021, actually. Because they're probably not going to release it until October at this point, from what I've heard. Are we basically simping for PG? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Feel congratulatory that you are simping for me. I've never been simped for. Thank you so much. I love you all. Just do more of these rallies. I bet I'm gonna lose this mayoral election. I just bet. Ted Barlow, 51. We're still ahead. Poverty. Let's say we like Social Security on $54,000. Damien, thank you. Oh my God, everyone is saying long live the Superior Dakota. Thank you. And thank you again, AMN. Stop, AMN. You really need to stop. Jesus Christ, AMN. Economic growth. Let's go ahead and say we lost a little bit of Democrat, but we got a little bit of Republican on that. So that's awesome. I'm gonna die. I absolutely don't spend away your houses. Someone just give me your house at this point. Yeah, just come on. You want to live together? Not for those who are doing that right now. I really do appreciate it. I know, I actually do. Sometimes I don't make content whenever you really want to. There's has been a lot of depression that I have been going through over the past couple of months, and just whenever I get on with you guys, it really does show that I never really expected that I would be able to have a community like this, and it really does. It really is appreciative on my end. I really don't want to take you guys for granted. Let's see if we win this one, actually. Yay, we won! We still got a Republican person to go against, but we won this primary election. But again, I do really, really appreciate you guys whenever you guys do that. It right now, that's just awesome. I've never seen you guys. Y'all were just doing it for the meme. But yeah, I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate every single person that subscribes to my channel and watches my content. Every view I feel is family. That's just awesome to have that feeling. Instead of PG being heartfelt, we're gonna go ahead and get to the primary election. Let's go ahead and do this. And if we actually become mayor, it's gonna be cool. Had a little bit of an unexpected side quest happen there for a second, but I am back. So I apologize for that, but we are on week 29 of 2003. We are now putting myself into year 2000 is kind of funny because it's kind of like I know history, so it's kind of like one of those things where you're just kind of like, you know, this is something that you don't want to think about. That's had something to say there, but anyway, the other thing that we actually have to look forward to is now the war in Iraq. The war in Iraq is now on site, and we have that beautiful thing that actually we want you to have at least 100,000 subs. By the way, military analysis, I totally want to collab with you, by the way. Like, if you want to make something for an intro or something like that, I can probably put your stuff in my intro. If you want to do that, please let me know. Everyone, by the way, who is watching right now, before we continue on with the election, please go subscribe to Miguel's strategy. If you are, if English is not your first language and Spanish is actually your first language or something like that, if you know any sort of Spanish, please go subscribe to Miguel's strategy, or please just give him your subscription, coming from me, because he does a lot of power and revolution stuff. You may not understand what he's saying, but he actually has a very interesting channel going on for those who want to watch a Spanish version of the the Rebuilding the USSR series, which I'm probably going to adopt very, very soon on a live stream series. But if you guys want to see that now, please go over and subscribe to Miguel's strategy and watch a series on that. All right, let's go to campaign. Let's go to poll data, and then let's do a voter intention poll. Ted Barlow, we are in the lead, actually. So that is awesome. Alright, I apologize for that silence right there also, because I was trying to get something open. Alright, $10 rallies, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do some minimum wage increases. Let's go to week 40. Poverty, Social Security, we're gonna fund on that. Let's do rally. Don't have any interviews. Let's do some door knocking. Marketing. Minimum wage. Got a little bit more excitement. We got a couple of the debates actually coming up, so we're going to be looking forward to that. $100,000 into that. Let's say take the mayoral debate, 2003 Cincinnati mayoral debate. What message do you want to communicate with the debate audience? Each option will have a different effect on how the audience responds. Advocate for moderate principles, and go for that independent vote. That's going to be cool. I actually haven't joined a caucus yet. Or you got to start as Italy and restore the Holy Roman Empire or the old school Roman Empire. Can I do that on political process? I wish. Thank you for the idea. I will do that soon. Crime and guns, I'm lacking a little bit on. Let's do a little bit on that. Say we approve of background checks. Let's do the questionnaire. Do that. And let's just go ahead and go to the election. We're going to be running in the back for the entire time. Hopefully we have that final jump at the very, very end. We win the Cincinnati mayoral election 52.3 to 47.7, 130,000 votes to 118,000 votes. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. We finally win an election. It's funny how the last couple of times I've been playing this game, I've been losing the first couple of elections and then winning the other ones. If you could actually hear that, I was spilling something. Man, PG is just, like, off of his game today. PG's coming for your guns. Yes, sir, I am. No, you silly goose, on Power and Revolution. Hell yeah. Keep on spilling things and all that. Good thing you guys, like, gave me some new clothes money so I can get another gun. Should I save up for a gun, guys? I don't know. I mean, am I going to get demonetized for saying that? Yes. Do I care if I get demonetized? No. PG, if Eversim will ever give us some multiplayer mode of 4th generation warfare, is it possible for a multiplayer mode for GPS? It's a dream. See, the Masters of the World multiplayer never worked for me. I hated trying to get on that thing. People would be like, hey, you want to play some Masters of the World? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, does it work for you? Like, I don't know how that works. It, like, because it goes on for a couple of days and then it just stops, like, midway through, and it's just like, no, kill yourself. And the game just freezes for the rest of the time. Like, I don't know how it... What are you getting? I'm getting death, hopefully. Like, all right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and make a liberal city. We're going to be making a liberal city off of this. Let's go ahead and do moderate, very liberal, conservative liberal, conservative, very liberal, Department of Corrections. Let's do Henry Lancaster. He's going to be a libertarian. He's a little bit of liberal on there, I think. Liberal, libertarian, liberal, 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 libertarian, conservative, liberal, liberal, very liberal, 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 very liberal. Let's do a moderate right here. Liberal, liberal, very liberal, conservative, liberal, very liberal, moderate, and that was it. Another armed Texan, a walking stereotype. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am armed and I am Texan. Conciliberals. Conciliberals? Is that, like, something offensive? I don't know. Create a city budget. Let's go ahead and fix up the $70 million hellhole that we call Cincinnati. Alright, what do we got? City property tax, $650 million from that if we make a corporate tax. How much are we going to be able to raise from that? Let's do 2% on the corporate tax. Reduce this to 170, 1.7. We have alcohol tax. We have 60 cents over there, and let's do $1 on tobacco on every pack of cigarettes. Still waiting on MF third parties for political process. Yes, we all are. We all are waiting for certain things from certain companies. Eversim. Got a couple other things. Finance. Let's actually institute a wheel tax since we are a city. That'd be able to basically make us pay for our... Let's do $80 on the wheel tax. Property tax is stealing. Yes, it is. That's why we eliminate it. What am I going to do it with? Is income tax theft? Yes. Is city property tax theft? Yes. Is corporate tax theft? No. Is wheel tax theft? Yes. Am I going to institute it? Yes, I am. I need money. That's what we're going to do. Public safety. Do I want to defund you? Yes. Police department. Should we, and don't get me wrong, should we defund the police? Because we have the ability to do this before any of this started. We can defund the police. I should defund the police. They don't do anything for me. Heck with taxes. Heck the police. $209 million, let's reduce you to $104 million. You're going to have to survive off of half the budget that you even needed. Without them, we would be effed. You need to watch your language, sir. AMN. You may be a high roller on this channel, but I'm not going to have it. $90 million is going to be the police budget. Just kidding. Let's go ahead and give you about $210 million. I'm not going to defund the police. That's not... Defund PG. Can we defund PG? Yeah, you already... No refunds. I'm not going to give y'all refunds. You don't have the ability to get a refund. $10 million. Parks and Rec. Transportation. Let's actually cut $4 million from road construction. And then let's cut $2 million from road maintenance. That's actually what I'm going to cut. And that'll give us a couple million more dollars on the roadway trust fund, and then we can actually build that up. Can we defund TikTok? Yes, we can. I will defund TikTok. TikTok is awful. I really wish they will ban it. Like that thing is cancerous. And plus, the Chinese get your information. Does Google get your information at the same time? Yes, they do. But Google is American. Let's go ahead and pass that budget. We have 4 bills that are going to be going through this legislation bill 1, tax reform. Gonna support that. The wheel tax goes up to 80. That's awesome. Thank you so much, AMN. Oh my god, like I really do appreciate it. Defund the police, surely cutting public. Damien, again, thank you so much. Slash taxes, slash government spending, more power to the states. Repeal the 10th Amendment. Candidate details, hell yeah. See, some of the new things, Mayor of Charleston, South Carolina. City Council Mayor, so it's another mayor. It's Pete Buttigieg! Guys, this is Pete Buttigieg. It's Pete. Mayor Pete Brody Kraft. Mr. Pete Buttigieg, 47 years old, goes to Brody Kraft. We need to trust bust Google, though. Yeah, probably, honestly, if you want to ask me. Policy, what do you do? Yeah, you're not getting the presidency, sir. I'm sorry, you're not getting the presidency. Candidate details, let's look at you. Justin Hoover. History, he is the governor, former governor, 8-year governor, 2-term governor of Rhode Island. Speaking of, Rhode Island actually wants to change their name. He was a city council member, then a state representative, 1-term state senator, then 2-term governor of the state of Rhode Island. Supports increasing the minimum wage, opposes raising teacher salaries, which actually there's no federal control over that right now. Whoa, Caleb, hold on. Hold on. That is scary. Tax rate is $1 per package. 60 cents. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got all of those bills passed. Looks like we're going to be able to fund ourselves and make ourselves a sandwich at the end of today. The Europeans are funding PG. Oh, the Europeans. I'm like partly Norwegian, so me and AMN are probably cousins or something. He's just a family member helping me out. Legislation. Let's go ahead and get some legislation passed. Community development, energy assistance. Let's actually do energy. No, energy assistance is already a thing. Let's do $12 minimum wage since we are a city. Let's do that. That passes. We already have the political influence right now. Isn't Rhode Island just a wannabe Connecticut? No, but Peter Griffin lives there. That's all I know. Roman Thaddeus, welcome to the live stream. I have not seen you here, at least in a while. If kind of looks familiar, but the profile pictures always the ones that get me. Do you want to automate events? Let's go ahead and do 100% for my campaign. Tax reform, health, crime. we are actually going to do something that I usually do in my other games. We're going to go ahead and get rid of jail sentences for drug criminals. And that usually puts it at a very, very, very low amount, 0.01. So that's what we're going to do. That passes 8-3. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who voted against it? 2 Republicans voted yes. 3 Republicans voted no. 6 Democrats voted yes. So we had a total of 8 vote yes. Actually, my great-grandmother was a gold digger in Alaska, so we might never know. Wow! I actually don't have any family in from that area, actually, because Google's 10th Amendment. Yeah, sure. But most of mine's actually coming from Germany, from the United Kingdom, from also the South is another good place. Create legislation. Can we put aside our political differences and make a flat tax? Let's do 3% to that. 651. Okay, and then let's get rid of the property tax. So we're actually making about $25 million more with the flat tax at 3%. Which actually, hang on, let's do this. Let's do... Hey. What's going on here? Dang it. Hang on. Tax reform. Okay. City property tax, $624 million. Let's do that. That's still going to be $25 million more. Let's do this. This is bugged out. That's cool. I'm going to go ahead and avoid that right now. Flat tax, the only tax. Flat tax makes me want to vomit. You make me want to vomit, Charlie. Minnesota gang, hell yeah. Where's Governor Vogel in this live stream? Social services are true. That's awesome. Sales tax. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, let's probably do that. Maybe a sales tax would be good. Alcohol tax. Is the sales tax also theft? What are your opinions on sales taxing? How about a vomit tax? Yes, sir. Why are we thinking about so many taxes? Am I seriously a Democrat? Well, 8 Value says that I'm a neoliberal, so I don't care. Speaking of, everyone that's watching right now, please go subscribe to Election Minute. He actually has some really good videos about the Electoral College and about American politics on there, as well as you're probably knowing about the LTE Red Eagle gang thing that we have going on. Basically, it's always like a political map thing, so it's always just, hey, this is the election map that I'm going to make that everyone else makes. That's kind of funny. I got out of that gang a while ago. Let's see who wins the 2004 presidential election. Virginia goes red, North Carolina goes red, or Virginia goes blue. Ohio goes blue. Okay, yeah, Republicans are losing. As soon as Ohio, as soon as they go a certain way, you know who's gonna win. $280, $290, $303, $303 to $235. Is this going to be what it looks like in 2020? I could actually see this. I could actually see this between Biden and Trump. Virginia, obviously. Ohio could go blue. Depending, maybe the Republicans can keep this one. It really depends on who the Rust Belt goes to. That if Trump can actually keep the electoral vote in Maine and then win Wisconsin, he can actually tie the Electoral College. So that's going to be fun. I need to check to see if the legalized abortion option is still broken in this game. Do you have this game? Awesome. Permanent housing. We're probably going to try to run for I think probably senator or governor at the end of this. Hey, what's going on, OG baby? Which is the best infrastructure to build in Power and Revolution? Political power 2019? What? You want to repeat that? Why medical fees are so expensive in Western counties? Because they need our money. Do we want to defund the police again? Yes, I do. Do y'all want to defund the police? That's where I'm trying to figure it out. Criminal investigation. Let's do police investigation. Police intelligence. Don't vote for creepy old men and with perverted history. Vote for Joe. Are you sure? Hey, Caleb, do you want to look at Joe Biden again before you say that? Like, that sounds a lot like Mr. Joe. Or is that the joke? Am I not getting the joke? Please help. Okay, let's try this again. Flat tax. Can we do 3%? Get rid of the property tax. Sales tax, tobacco. We can defund the tax collection agency. We still have $100 million surplus, even whenever we do that. That's awesome. We can actually get rid of the city property tax. Joe Jorgensen, bro. Yeah, sure. Are you sure you're ready for a libertarian government? Like, see, that's what's funny to me right now, is basically everyone is like, you know, Joe Jorgensen is actually a really good third-party candidate, like, and everyone's like looking to her because they don't like the Democrats, they don't like the Republicans, so they're looking at the third party. If the Libertarian Party actually was able to win a presidential election, which I don't even know what that electoral map would look like. I would have to do that. And the House of Representatives would definitely have to vote her in, because there's no way she would be able to get 270 electoral votes, especially with her vice presidential candidate, Spike Cohen, who's a freaking brony for one. Like, and the things that the Libertarian Party has said that they will do in the event that they are elected president, are you really ready for a libertarian government? Vermin Supreme, yeah, I mean, Vermin Supreme is a meme. Like, he wouldn't know the first thing that he would do if he got elected president. Did Donald Trump know what the hell he's going to do when he got elected president? Probably not. But Joe Jorgensen is honestly, and third parties at least right now, like, because the issue with third parties right now, and the reason most of the time they don't get elected, is because they are meant as spoiler candidates. And you have the argument where you're basically like, and I agree with it, that you should not tell someone that voting third party is a throwaway vote. But whenever you are not taking yourself seriously on the campaign trail as a third party, whenever your disadvantages are already set back so much, and then you want to sit there and say, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you really are not going to be able to abolish the ATF if you get into office right now. You would need a lot of backing. And honestly, a lot of people would probably look at, because a lot of kids right now don't know what the ATF is. So if you were looking at it like, oh, well, Joe Jorgensen is going to abolish the ATF, like, what the hell is the ATF? Their ideology is socially liberal but fiscally conservative. Sounds like me, honestly. Most voters don't fall under that category. Honestly, I'm socially liberal and fiscally conservative. If you actually press a couple of people on it, you can actually get them to say conservative and libertarian talking points without even like pressing them on it, because that's how they view it. A lot of people don't like the government. They don't want more government. And the Democrats are basically promising the exact opposite. They're basically saying, we're going to expand the government. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. What people don't realize is that they are going to give the Democrats and a lot of these other people, not only Democrats, but a lot of people who practice more government, that it will not become law. Okay, cool. Like, that's something that they will do. No, they don't get elected because people have mob mentality. They pick a color and an animal and say what the hell with their personnel values. Most Republicans and Democrats don't know their values. Yeah, see, that's another thing. That's another issue that I'm having right now, is where a lot of people are basically looking at the issue and then not going off of their own personal values. They're basically going with whatever is being told to them or what they're hearing. And they're basically like, well, I mean, you know, that's it. Speaking of, should I donate any of the earnings from today's video over to Black Lives Matter? I've heard a lot of people actually doing that. If I actually can, one time I should actually, I would actually want to do a fundraiser. I just don't know what for. Governor Raphael Larson will not be seeking re-election due to reaching the term limit for this position. 2005. We're in the year 2005. Federal, state, governor. Let's go to politicians, states. Where's the election map? There it is, governor. Raphael Larson. Weird Democrat. Hell yeah, let's go ahead and run for governor. Don't donate. Jesus Christ, PTK. Why are you a moderator? Let's go ahead and run for that governor position again. Because if we do, we're still going to have a job at the end of the day. Let's run for governor. Taxes. Let's reduce the sales tax. Education. Poverty. Let's do poverty as a second one. Honestly, I'm still shaping my political beliefs. I'm just now seriously looking into both the left and the right. My advice to that, don't let someone tell you how you should believe. Don't ever let someone tell you how you should believe, because if someone tells you how to believe, then that basically makes your beliefs dependent on how that is. And so, yeah, so just don't let others shape your views. You yourself need to shape your views. How the hell did it just jump from 180? Oh my god, AMN. Nice. Hell yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to figure out the tax situation afterward. What's the max that you can do on a super chat? Am I gonna send myself counterfeit money? Oh, 500 is the max that you can do. That's funny. Are you the golden goose? Well, no. Okay, 500. I guess for him, $500 is my max. That is hilarious. Yeah, don't worry. 500 from Norway is not 500 in the United States. Let's go ahead and do poverty. No, I already did poverty. Economic? Let's do raise the minimum wage then. Let's train all the staff. We know we're going to get a lot of money off of this. Jesus Christ. I'm Switzerland is 100. Huh, that is funny, I guess. I guess in the United States it's um I guess in the United States the max is 500, and then in other territories and areas it's um just yeah, that's funny. Let's go ahead. 73. Let's go ahead and just pass the budget as is, not change anything. Really, when it comes to shaping my beliefs, I try my best to have them on the facts and not others' opinions. Yeah, just look it up. See, what I do is I look at it how just I kind of should, honestly. Like, I look at it in a way to where it's like I know what the facts are, and I'm not letting mob mentality basically like draw my beliefs. Because if you allow yourself to have mob mentality like draw your political beliefs, it can hurt. Poll data. Voter intention. Ted Barlow 53. Jesus Christ. Wow, we have a lot of losses in that. That was cool. Conspiracy confirmed. Really, when it comes to shaping my beliefs, I tried my best to base them on facts, not other. Oh, yeah. Swiss government doesn't want its citizens to spend money on here on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Let's do marketing. Direct mail. Universal preschool, let's do $1 million into that. Let's do one more day. Medicaid expansion, Republicans did not like that. Minimum wage. Ted Barlow, let's see. And lose by the exact same margin. Awesome. Speaking of, by the way, for those who are watching right now, apparently PG is learning Chinese. And I actually know a little bit of Chinese. It's actually kind of funny. Ni hao is how you say hello. That's it. That's all I know. Just kidding. I actually know more than that, trust me. Public housing. Should we actually allow public housing? Yikes, we should do that in the budget appropriation process, my guy. Let's run for this re-election bid, actually. 70% approval in mayoralship. Mentality, we in Sweden now have many leftists in parliament. Over there, actually, in Switzerland, isn't it basically like a federal council instead of like a prime minister or president? Like, it's like more of a federal council, and it's just like a group of people that make decisions instead of one person making those decisions. My government get their taxes and more, so they better not complain. Yeah, Jesus. And let me ask this for the foreigners out there. Are tax returns only in the United States? Basically, they take money out of the paycheck, and then if you pay too much into the system, they give it back to you at the end of the year, which happens for a lot of people for some reason. Usually I thought it was supposed to equal out, but I guess that's more incentive to work. I guess it is more of a work incentive. That's kind of funny. Let's run for that re-election. Run for mayor. Do you want to run for re-election as mayor? Yes. What are we going to run on? I don't know. we're gonna increase the per capita income. That's actually gone down. Poverty, we're gonna reduce poverty, and we're gonna reduce crime. Guess that's gonna work. Yes, but in the House we have way too many leftists. Yikes. Too many leftists. $94 million, $9 million in the roadway trust fund. That's awesome. It's actually really cool. Transportation, let's cut $4 million from that. $2 million from that. That's going to leave us with $15 million. City share, $9 million is going toward foster care. Federal contribution is $33 million. State contribution is $22 million. And city share is $9 million. So that's good. It's really, really good. Let's do $10 million into social service programs. We're going to submit that budget. Do we have an opponent? Democrats, yes we do. Economic growth, minimum wage, 230. Let's do that. Go ahead and go over a couple of weeks. Poverty, Social Security, 200,000. It's gonna get a little bit of Republican vote. I don't think that this is an open primary, so that's one thing. Infrastructure, economy, income gap. Let's just do minimum wage again. I wish there was more debates like between the primary people, because I think that's usually what they do if it's at least a little bit more competitive. Lost a little bit on that. Let's check a voter intention poll. Ted Barlow. Yeah, we're in a comfortable lead. And we won that. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm gonna oppose that again. Legalizes the sale of cannabis. You know what? I'm actually gonna... Dang it! I wanted to veto it and then make it my own law, but then they got ahead of me. They already voted it in with the 2/3 majority vote. Damn it. 116, 173, 231, 289. What about poverty? 300. Yeah, poverty. I'm gonna give you $324,000 to tell you how I'm gonna reduce poverty for you guys. Like, that's hilarious. Let's do that again. Let's do that. Marketing, poll data, 1,000. 54, 45. Let's go to the next day. Universal income is not a thing yet in the political process. 52.5, 47.5, 131,000 people voted for Ted Barlow. 118,000 people voted for Ben Rowe. We are now a two-term Cincinnati mayor. Maybe we can run for like 2 more terms after this and then just call it a week. They want a lot of stupid things. Yes, they do. And weed is now a thing in this time scenario. We are now in the year 2008. All we have to look forward to now is the financial crisis. Hello? Can you hear me again? Because my mic cut off. What is this website called? It is not a website. Oh man, that's funny. They call it a website though. Like, it's the political process, and it's on sale on Steam for what, $15? Defund the Bengals. Yes, I wish. Can I defund the Bengals? Social services. I mean, I can cut road construction. Fun fact: there was a canton in Switzerland where women were first allowed to vote in 1991. Awesome. That's awesome. Ni Jiao Junming is one thing I've actually learned in Chinese. If you actually have knots, you should, all of y'all should download Duolingo. It's actually where I'm learning my Chinese. I had 113 views in the last hour. That's awesome. Okay. Let's go back. I would buy it, but I bought a game for $13.49 recently, so I can't. See, that's me. Alright, let's go ahead, go through a little bit more of this. I'm using Mango languages to learn Levantine Arabic. I don't know if it will come in a good use in the future, but for now I'm just learning for fun. Yeah, see, I'm learning for fun too. It's cool. And Chinese is actually like really interesting. Like, the more I kind of learn it, the more I actually kind of understand a lot of things, and it's really cool, in my opinion. Help, I brought up the Duolingo meme. I'm scared of Duolingo because he kills people because they don't do Spanish lessons for 24 hours. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that meme. Hang on. Duolingo meme. That is fun. Oh, that's funny because it's like, hey, looks like you forgot your Spanish lessons again. You know what happens now. ADT says there's an intruder alert. Looks like you missed your Korean lesson. You know what happens now. Ballistic missile threat inbound. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. Who's your character in the game? I only just joined the stream. Profile? This is my guy. He's Ted Barlow, 28 years old. He started off in 20. We actually started off in the year 2000. He's in Hamilton County, Cincinnati, Hamilton County, in the state of Ohio. Why are we in Ohio? I don't know. People just really wanted to see the state of Ohio, and Ohio is one of the weirdest bellwether states in the country, so, like, do you, I guess. We are currently a mayor of the city of Cincinnati. We are a Democrat. 72% approval, $955,000 in the bank, and $60,000 is their salary. Arabic is weird because it's in cursive and it writes from right to left. Well, Japanese is actually the same way. So I've actually been used to that for whatever reason. Sometimes I naturally read from the right to left. Yeah, the calligraphy looks kind of complex in its writing. Yeah, Chinese is actually it's actually really cool because whenever you associate the letter with the word, like woe means you, or I, actually. It means I. And woe is the way the character looks in it. It kind of like has a little tail at the bottom where it's kind of like telling you to say it in a certain way. It's like whoa. It's like a kind of like a upward thing where it just kind of like comes down and then it goes straight up. Like it's kind of like I forgot what that's called. I'm trying to explain things and I'm like jumbling in my words so much. It's funny. But yeah, like once you actually learn Chinese and actually start associating it with certain characters, it's actually really easy to learn from then on because it's actually just something where you're just kind of like looking at it and you're kind of like, oh, that's what it means. In Chinese, they use the same word for he and she, ta, though the characters are different. I actually haven't gotten to that yet. I've basically been learning sentences and um I've been learning sentences. Like some sentences is basically like names, basic kind of stuff. I've learned hello and goodbye, uh saying good, like which is very commonplace in China and Asia, saying like good job or so, like something like that. Instead of saying good job, you're literally just saying good, like good, and then good is jian, and then goodbye is zaijian. So it's really interesting whenever you actually start to learn it. Like, oh, that's how you can associate it. So hello is ni hao, goodbye is zaijian. And then I got another fun thing is literally it's basically they're taking two words and then putting them together, and then that basically is how they say it. And in English, it's really weird to learn English whenever you're not a native English speaker because it's actually a really hard language to learn. English is one of the hardest languages. Chinese looks tough at first, but then you're like, oh. See, German actually is one of the other languages I've always wanted to learn. We have 10 million people who know who I am, so the entire population of Ohio knows me. 2008 elections, let's see. Yeah, Damien, I'm going to go ahead and learn. Oh my god, it is a Democratic wave right now. We're going to be checking the Senate and the House after this. Minnesota goes blue. Iowa, are you going to go blue? No, they're going to go red. Utah, Arizona goes blue. Utah stays red. Alaska stays red, of all places. North Carolina went blue. Florida went blue. Texas stayed red. I want to see how close Texas was. Sounds like a super interesting and more simple of a language than English. Yeah, like Chinese is actually really cool. Like really cool, interesting, and it's awesome. 51-49 in the Senate. Iowa went red, as they actually did, so I guess that helped them down ballot in the state of Iowa. In the House, kind of a different story. Democrats gained 23 seats. They actually gained a lot in the states of Arizona. They lost a lot, actually, probably in Virginia. Virginia looks very, very red. West Virginia, District 3 went. Arabic is all masculine and feminine nouns. While in Switzerland, it's mandatory in school to learn English. Jesus Christ, nice. Russian is even worse. It has masculine, feminine, and neutral nouns. Russian is hilarious, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and save this game. We're going to go ahead and call this one Ohio YouTube. Old Norse for the win. Yes. Thank you. I used to do German at school, didn't get beyond Ich bin 12 Jahre alt. See, I actually didn't, they actually cut, whenever I was in school, whenever the Great Recession hit, they actually cut Spanish class literally halfway through my elementary school. So I went in, like, I didn't even take Spanish class like throughout my entire middle school and high school. Honestly, I regret that decision now, but for some reason I'm learning Chinese instead of the other thing. Hey, what's going on? See Election Minute. Everyone, again, please go subscribe to the Election Minute. He only has a handful of subscribers, so please go show him some love and subscribe to his channel. He actually is making some really good content, so I really would like it if you guys actually did that. So please do that. Let's go ahead and save this game again. So I love that Washington playthrough. Let's go on a little bit more. City budgets. We're really just kind of like skimming on by, just trying to gain more into our treasury and our roadway trust fund. We're really just trying to build that stuff up, honestly. Metrics, let's look at the budgets for the city. We actually increased spending, but we also increased our finances, so we're literally making less than $1 billion and then spending more than 75% of that. $6 million into that. We also have French in school, and the only sentence I can say is Je ne comprends pas. How is Texas light red? It's supposed to be most red state and LMAO. If you think that Texas is becoming, that's kind of like laughable, honestly, because if you really think that still, like, it's not 5 years ago, honestly. Like, Texas is becoming more blue as time goes on. Texas is probably going to vote for a Democrat in the presidential election by 2024 or 2028. Definitely not going to do it this year, and maybe they could do it this year. I mean, the approval numbers that Trump is holding right now don't add up to Texas turning blue. Because if those were actually the numbers, then there's a lot of people that are not reporting who they're voting for. Like, it's gonna change very soon. Like, I think it's gonna change. I think it's gonna get very down the wire. Red Eagle Politics said it correctly. It's gonna be down the wire, and it's not gonna be as wide as a lot of these polls are saying. They're basically saying, oh, well, you know, the Joe Biden's gonna win Texas by like 5 points. No, he's not gonna win by 5 points. He's gonna lose by at least 2. Like, it's gonna be close in Texas, but it's not gonna flip Texas. Maybe it'll be close. I don't know. Maybe Trump on a good day is probably gonna do it like by at least 5 points, if I can think about it, like, sorta. Texas is becoming majority minority. We already are majority minority. Whites stopped being the majority in Texas back in like 2000, I think. So that is already a given. Like, Texas is, if you're against that, Texas is a lost cause by this point. The only thing is that a lot of people are still voting Republican, and that's probably going to throw off a lot of people in the future because they're expecting minorities to basically be pigs for the sheep for the what do you call it, for the Democrats in the future. They're basically saying, like, we're like, with the increase in minorities, like, we're not gonna see Republicans again. You're basically, that's pretty honestly really racist to say that, in my opinion, because you're basically assuming just because of a skin color that they're gonna vote for a Democrat. And that's stupid to me. I think that's wrong. When Texas goes blue in a presidential election, it'll be a major event and everybody will be talking about it. Yes, that is going to be the case. But it's not extraordinary to see that Texas is... It's not extraordinary to see that Texas is, like, showing signs of going blue. Like, it's... I don't know. It's one of the weird things. I need to start having podcasts instead of just playing games and then just talking for 20 minutes. When will PG do a face reveal? I've done like 5 of them. You just never pay attention. Representative will not seek re-election. Senator Biff Mills has decided to retire and will not seek re-election. We can actually run in that. Deep in the heart of Texas. So should I run for senator, or should I do another failed term for governor? Should I run for governor? I don't know. We are now in the year 2010. What do we have to look forward to? The death of Osama bin Laden. Yes, finally, something to look forward to. Have you ever tried AI Dungeon? I don't know. Am I going to get sponsored by them? Please ask them to sponsor me, and I will play it. It wasn't so long ago that California was a red state. Yeah, that was back in like 88. Like, since then, they had the Prop 10. What was that? Prop 10? Prop 170? I think. If someone knows what I'm talking about, please correct me. It's weird to see California in red, and it's weird to see Texas in blue. See, yeah. Like, that's going to be one of the biggest takeaways from it. Everyone's going to be like, huh. Governor, it's a tradition. Yes. Let's run for governor. Economic. Let's reduce the sales tax. Maybe we can get the state to run on something else. Taxes, poverty. Let's do poverty. Crime. Opponents, Democrats, Fraser Berger is going to be our opponent. Let's do train all staff. So I guess it's going to be like a mayor. Like, the mayor of a city keeps winning his own election, but then, like, every time he goes statewide, like, he's just like, nope. And someone said something a minute ago about how, who was it? Mr. K. Mr. K said Alabama only went Democrat in the last election because the Republican candidate was a sleazy sack of something. And yeah, that was it. That was the reason why. Like, but whenever it comes to other things, like, you're not gonna have states like Texas vote for someone just because you're assuming minorities are gonna do it. Like, it's kind of bad. You basically, it is kind of propaganda at the same time, because it's basically, we're gonna shoot for like 100,000 turnout, by the way, or at least 50,000. Free community college for the state. Sure. Opponents. Voter intention. We're actually going to try to win this, honestly. Can we do 20,000 by election day? Which is the best infrastructure to build in Power and Revolution 2019 for our economy? Wind, nuclear power, and solar. Thoughts on the rumors Nikki Haley is going to be Trump's running mate in 2020? We kind of, if Trump was getting a new vice president, well, I mean, Joe Biden hasn't even announced his running mate, which is like, I want him to do it because I want to figure out if he's going to win or not. Honestly, it really depends on his running mate. I'm really hoping he picks someone horrible because it's going to show like how disconnected he is. Probably why it's taking so long, because they're like, don't do this. Don't pick this person. Maybe he's like holding on. He's saying like, come on, Elizabeth Warren is it. Ah. Oh crap, I haven't been doing anything. Let's do voter intention poll. It said Barlow barely hanging on right there. Let's do Social Security, 430,000. Opponents, C. So, all right, Social Security is unnecessary. Thank you. Marketing, television ads, Furs, Burger, poverty, Social Security. Let's launch an attack out on you. Let's do $1 million. Let's do $1 million. Probably gonna hurt him a little bit. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot of it. I don't know. Voter intention. Let's see. Ted Barlow. Yeah, kind of barely budges it, but yeah, sure. Oh, let's do it. Poverty, Social Security. Let's say $500,000 for Social Security, and then let's do free community college, universal preschool. Let's do that. Let's do universal preschool. We just shut down our only nuclear plant recently, going hydro. Yeah, see, that's actually what I had to do on one of my playthroughs as the United States. I actually invested heavily into hydroelectricity, which is hydroelectricity is actually good. Like, if you want to have a second to nuclear power, I would say hydro. The United States is really falling behind on the United States is really falling behind on a lot of nuclear stuff. Please, can I win this election? Can I just tad by, please? Oh, it's like a tradition to just like roll up and die. They want to shut down all of our nuclear plants because of the environment. What do they do to your environment? They don't do anything. They are clean. 75% approval, and I can't win a gubernatorial election. 75% of the state likes me. It's probably the platform, honestly. Like, I really need help with that platform. Don't I have a local election coming up? Do I have a local election? Yes, I do. Let's run. Economic, crime, poverty. Running on the wind power surely with all those mountains? Yes, sir. Yes. What am I doing? Got a lot of those. Honey. Contacts, jobs, school board member, party chair for the city campaign committee. I can make all of those. Do I have an opponent? I am actually running unopposed in this. Please someone tell me how to say that. Please, I really hope he does not win. Not because he's a minority, but because, like, I don't know how to say that. Chuk Woom EJ? Or Vernon Kane. I like how there's just only minorities running right now. Pretty good. I mean, hell, I mean, Cities where that happens is actually really shows kind of where we are as a country. Because a while ago, you wouldn't be able to do that. That'd be like, hey, people would do that. But it happens so often now that, like, no one says anything. And it really shows because, I mean, it shows that there's a lot of people who only look at the value of someone's character instead of just what's on the color of their skin. So it's actually really good. Opponents, poll data, let's see a voter intention poll, 50 to 49, mostly because I haven't been doing anything, and I have no Republican support. Let's do minimum wage. Come on. Got some Republican support back. And we lost some. Someone want to send help to me, like, soon, because I'm kind of tired. Infrastructure, taxes, poverty, social security, minimum wage. Let's do some minimum wage, get that Democratic support up. We actually did that. That's how close it got with us not doing anything. Yeah, see, it kind of balances out. It's kind of funny. And then we just advocate for moderatism. Do that. We can win. We barely screeched by on that one. It's a competitive election all the time. What office are you running for? Mayor. Guess you're done with governor for now? Yeah, I lost. Otherwise, I would be the governor of Ohio. We're just launching all these failed bids for governorship, and I really wish the game would tell you how much money you have spent on each campaign, because it would be hilarious to see how many failed governorships I've tried to run for. Like, I don't even care about my stats right now. I have a 43% win primary win percentage, and did I win that other one election? Ohio primary. Okay, so see, I haven't been able to win a primary in the governorship election. It's funny. Look at this. Like, Ohio State House lost. Ohio governor lost. Cincinnati, I win. Yeah, I win. Win the election. Go for governor again. Don't hesitate. I'm just like, hell yeah, let's run for governor. Do that, lose the election, win my primary election the next year, go for governor again, lose by like 10,000 votes, go for Cincinnati again, and not even be challenged in the primary, and then win the general again by probably the same margin. Try for running for president. I would rather die than run for president on normal difficulty. I'm gonna have to run for president, like, maybe I'll run for president, actually. I'll run in 2016. Next live stream, I will run in 2016. We're gonna go for 2016 election. Probably not even gonna run for mayor again. Probably in 2015 actually. We're not gonna run in 2015. Let's go ahead and go to the next year. State Representative Mac Winters will not seek re-election. State Senator Bruno Brunn will not seek re-election. And Senator Corbin Schlues has decided to retire and will not seek re-election. Let's go to the next state. Let's go ahead and save this game. And guys, if you like this, please leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. AMN, Damien, all of y'all, thank you so much for what y'all did. PTK as well, thank you. I really do appreciate everything y'all just did for this live stream. It really helps on my end whenever y'all do that, and it gives me run for Senate in 2012. I could. Wait, this one. senator. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be an open primary. I could actually do that in the next one. I actually have to go now, and I'm going to go eat because PG needs to be able to eat something before live streaming for multiple hours in a day. See, what I need to do is there's going to be one live stream where I'm literally just going to stream for at least 3 hours, because I know you guys really like those long doozies that I do. So I'm going to do a long doozy, probably Power and Revolution or the political process. I'm going to actually do a poll on that probably after this is done. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for the support. AMN, Damien, really big shout out to you guys. You guys, seriously, I cannot tell you how much I really do appreciate it. And Damien, do you have a Discord actually? Please, if you have not joined my Discord, and if you are watching this right now, please join my Discord. That is open for you guys. I think Nightbot has been posting a link to it, so again, join the Discord right there. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this. I will see you guys in the next live stream, which I will make sure to do earlier in the day. I know you guys really like the early live streams, so I will be doing it earlier in the day, and I'll probably try to do it in 2 days time, and I will do that for you guys, and that will definitely be several hours long, a lot longer than I've actually been doing. I know I've been doing it for like less than an hour, and then just slightly almost 2 hours. So you guys like those. So again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. I will be doing tutorials for the political process very, very soon if you guys want to see that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.